Good morning, dear children. As you can see on your screen, our topic for today is from your English grammar book, chapter 12, Verbs, Modals, and Auxiliaries. So, first of all, let us begin with a very simple question. You might know what is a verb, right? So, just think in your mind what is verb. Okay, so when you think about verb, the first word that comes in your mind relating to verb is action, right? Verb is known to be as action word. Action that we do usually, supposingly, if I say a sentence, I in rain. Did you understand what I just said? I in rain. मैं बारिश में. Can you make out what I am trying to say? No, you cannot. It does not make any sense at all. But when I say I stood in rain, I danced in rain, I walked in rain. So that time you came to know what I actually did when it was raining. So these words which I just used, walked, danced, stood, these all are verbs which told the action of myself what I was doing in the rain. So verbs are actually action words which tells about the action of the noun. Okay. So here in this chapter we are going to learn about modal and auxiliary verbs. Okay. So modal verb and auxiliary verb both are actually helping verb. So usually when you're just seeing in the screen, when you're seeing a modal verb, auxiliary verb, you might be thinking, oh my god, what is this new thing? But when we start to learn about this thing, you will come to know that these words which we are going to learn in verb are those words which we use in our day-to-day talk. We use it very often. So first of all, modal verb. Modal verb is a type of verb that is used to indicate modality. Now what is modality? That is suggestion, ability, permission, request, order, obligation. This all things usually we always use when we talk in English. We sometimes advise, we suggest something, we take permission, we tell the ability that I can write, I might go to school tomorrow, it may rain tonight. Like that we use these things, right? So a modal verb is that which indicates suggestion, capacity, order, ability, or obligation, or advice, etc. Now we'll come to auxiliary verb. Now what is auxiliary verb? Actually, auxiliary verb is also known as helping verb, such as will, shall, may, might, can, could, must, ought to, and many other words are there which are actually helping verbs. Now this helping verbs, they are used in conjunction with main verb. Now verbs, they are of two types. One is main verb, another is helping verb. So when we go further in this chapter, I'll explain you this all. So now first of all we'll look in auxiliary verbs. Now auxiliary verbs, they are of two types. One is primary auxiliary, second is modal auxiliary. Now primary auxiliary, they are of three types. That is be, do and have. Now be, do and have, actually these are the main verbs, and now they are divided into their helping form. So like in your books, if you are having your book, just open up your book. You can see in your book that there are three forms. Like note the forms of the primary auxiliaries. Now auxiliary verbs mean main verbs are be, do and have. Now for that, actually be is having a helping verb. You can use be as am, is, are in present tense, whereas was, were in past tense. In the same way, do, you can use it as do or does for present tense and did for past tense. Third is have, you can use has or have as present tense and had for past tense. So in this way you can divide these verbs. Every time it is not necessary that you will use be as be only, but you can use be as either am, is, are, was, were. Okay. So now we'll see what are the functions of primary auxiliary now which we learned here. Now first of all we'll look for be. What is the function of this particular verb? So be is used in the formation of continuous tense. How continuous tense? As we already saw that be can be used as am is are. So in continuous how can you write? She is sewing a dress. So be used in a form of is. And also I am leaving tomorrow. I am leaving tomorrow. So where is be here? Am. Be is used as am. Also it is used in sentence where the action is more important than the subject. We all know a sentence is made up of three things: subject, verb and object. So this verb is used in a sentence where action is more important than the subject, means verb is more important uh, here. So the sentence I can make from it is the missing child was found. So missing child is not important here. What is more important? That it is found. So action is more important than the subject. Now next, be can also denote a command. How it can denote command? You are to see the principal right now. So somebody commanded that now what you have to do? You have to uh, see the principal right now. So in this way what you can do? You can use be. And also when it is followed by an infinitive. What is infinitive? Infinitive is to, to. So when it is followed by an infinitive, it is used to indicate a plan or an arrangement, like we are to leave tomorrow. We are to do these things, means either you have a plan or you have an arrangement. So in this way you can use be in different forms. So these are the functions of first primary auxiliary, that is be. Now second is have. How you can use have? Have you can use actually it is used to form the perfect tense. Now what are tenses? In our next topic we are going to learn about tenses. So first of all here we'll see what is have. What is the function of have? So the very first function of have is that it is used to form the perfect tense. Now how it is used to form the perfect tense? The carpenter has worked well, means now the work is done, so everything is perfect now, so it denoted the perfect tense. Second, used with the infinitive to indicate some kind of obligation. Now what is infinitive again? It is to. So what obligation you are giving over here? I had to work that day. What happened that day? What obligation will you give? I had to work that day. So in such a way you can use have also. Now third and the last primary auxiliary is do. So when do you use do? The main function of do is it is used to form negative and interrogative of the simple present and the simple past. We all know what is present, we all know what is past, right? So do, it can be used to either interrogate something, to convert a sentence into interrogative form, or to make it into a negative form. So what example can you give for negative? He does not work at all. He does not eat at all. So what is negative there? Not. It is negative. It is always considered as negative in grammar. Okay. So it is negative, and interrogative means question. Did you bring your copy today? Did you go to school yesterday? So in that way when you're questioning something, it is interrogation. So do can be used as interrogative form of simple present and the simple past. Now secondly, it is used in the imperative form. Imperative form we already have learned in kind of sentences. What is imperative form? Yes, I believe that you all know it. So it makes the statement more forceful. So what sentence you can make here? Do sit down quietly. First of all, I ask you to sit down. You did not sit down. Again I said sit down, but you did not do that again. So what I said? Do sit down quietly. So this time I said very forcefully to you and you just sat down, right? So in that way you can use these three primary auxiliaries. Now I believe that you know what are the functions of primary auxiliaries. Now next we have functions of modal auxiliaries. So primary auxiliaries, three verbs are there: be, have, and do. So they are also having some functions which I already explained to you now. Now we are going to learn about functions of modal auxiliaries. Now first of all we'll see what are modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries, as I told you in the beginning of this chapter, that it indicates ability, permission, request, capacity, suggestion, order, obligation, or advice. So there are some words which we use as modal auxiliaries. So first of all, the first word which we use is can. Can, it usually expresses potential or ability. Okay, it is also used to indicate permission. Now when you are sitting in the class and if you want to uh, ask someone for something, means if you want someone to close the door, what will you say? You have to ask, right? So can you please close the door? Yes, you can do that. So in that way, some examples are also here. Ram can bake a cake. Now if Ram can bake a cake, means it is his ability that he can bake a cake. So can is used as an ability. Now the doctor said you can play basketball again. Now when he's saying that you can play basketball again, means it is a permission. Yes, now you are all well, you can play basketball. So in this way, can expresses not only ability but also permission. So first modal auxiliary is can. Second is could. Could, what is could? If I ask you could, what is could, what will the first answer you'll give me? It is the past tense of can, right? So could is actually the past tense of can, and it is used as the past tense of can in indirect speech. Now there are two kinds of speech, direct and indirect. We'll learn that furthermore. So could, it is used to indicate ability in the past. Now could, as it is used as past tense, so it expresses the ability of the past, and it is also used for request and to suggest weak possibility of the future. Now some examples, means if I want to show the ability in indirect speech, Rob said that he could solve the problem. Now it is in the past. In the past, Rob said to somebody that he could solve the problem, means he had an ability that he could solve the problem. Now next, ability in the past, he could drive a car when he was young. Means now he cannot do it, but when he was young he was able to drive a car, means he could drive a car when he was young. So it was an ability in the past. Now what is possibility, weak possibility? She could leave on Friday, means it is possible that she can leave on Friday. So she could leave on Friday. Now request, how can you request? Could you tell me the way to the police station please? Could you please pass me the water? Could you do this or do that? In such a way you can request something in a very polite manner. So two words, two verbs we saw of modal auxiliaries. First is can, second is could. Now third one is may. Now may, you usually use it in classroom. If you want to go to drink water, if you want to go to washroom, what do you ask? Ma'am, may I go there? Ma'am. And when you want to come inside, what do you say? What do you ask? May I come inside, madam? Right? You do that. So see, I told you this modal verb, auxiliary verb, it seems to be very different, but when you start learning it, it is very simple as you use it in your day-to-day life. So may is usually used when we ask for permission, and it is also used to express a wish or to indicate a strong possibility. Now could indicated weak possibility, but may can indicate strong possibility. So example for permission, as I told you, may I borrow your copy? May I go to drink water? May I come inside, ma'am? And also if wish, like whenever it is somebody's birthday, how do we wish? Happy birthday dear, may God bless you. So what do we do that time when we say may God bless you? We are wishing that our Almighty blesses you, right? So it can be a wish also. Now, what is possibility? How can we use may as possibility? There may be a roadblock today. So, it is a strong possibility. Maybe I read it in the newspaper, maybe somebody saw it in the news. So, it is a strong possibility that there may be a roadblock today because some construction was going on there or something else. Now, next is might. Might is used as the past equivalent of may. Like for can it was could, for may it is Might. Now may, it showed strong possibility, it indicated strong possibility. Might indicates weak possibility. For example, we might leave town next week. We are not sure, but it is possible that we might leave. So it is not strong possibility, but it is a weak possibility. Now the next verb is shall or should. Now shall or should is used in the second and third person to express a promise or even a threat. Now we know first person, second person, third person. Now what are the examples? uh, you should receive your wages tomorrow. Means wages means salary, the work I did, for that my wages I need to get. So when will I get? You should receive your wages tomorrow. So the boss is promising that the labor will be receiving their wages tomorrow. That is a promise. Now what is a threat? How can you use shall or should as threat? He shall not remain the captain anymore. So it is a threat. Now advice. How can you seek advice? Which pen should I buy? Now you are asking someone, you are asking and you are seeking for an advice. Maybe somebody is using so many pens and you can seek for a suggestion or advice that which pen should you buy, or which dress should I buy. Usually you seek advice for that thing, right? So in this way you can use. And also shall is also used in first person to express the future tense. How if shall is used as a first person, it will be always for future tense. How? I is always first person, right? So if with first person shall is used, so it will always be for future. How? I shall be happy to see you tomorrow. I shall be happy to see you the next week. Like that you can use shall. Now next verb is will. Will is used for many different purposes. We use will very often. So will is used in the second and third person to express simple future time, and is also used in the first person to express willingness, determination, promise, habit, intention, or even a threat. Now would is used to make polite requests and ask questions. We all know about will and would. So I believe that you understand this very well. So some examples: you will not speak. He will come here. Now polite question, if I say, would you go out with me? If polite request I say, would you open the window please? And now will, when you use it as first person, you express so many things like willingness, determination, promise, habit, and many more. So how can you say define it as a willingness? When you say that I will do the work tomorrow. When somebody asks, if teacher asks, can somebody do it for me, then you raise your hand and you say that yes ma'am, I will do it for you. So that is your willingness. You want to do it. You are not pressurized, but it is your willingness. Now determination. You want to achieve something. That time what you will do? I will work hard because I will achieve my goal. Now promise, we will help you. Somebody needs help and you say that we will help you, I will help you. So that time you are promising that person. Now habit, he will watch TV for hours. So it is a habit also. I will go to meet her today. Intention. There is an intention also. And threat, we will sue him. Somebody did something wrong to us. So what we are saying, we are going to sue him. We will definitely sue him. So in this way, will can be used for first person, second and third person in different manner. I believe that you are understanding what I am trying to explain it here, right? Now, some more models, if you tell me, some other models are must. Must, other model is must. Now, what does must do? It expresses necessity or obligation. For example, we must reach on time. We must finish our work. You must do your homework. You must complete your notebook. So, it is a necessity, right? And also it can express fixed determination. Now how it can express fixed determination? I must be allowed to express my wish. Now it is my determination, I want to express my wish, so I must be allowed to express my wish. Now second thing is out. Out expresses moral obligation and desirability. Means obligation and desire. It is always followed by to plus verb. For example, we out to put in our best effort. So out, then to, plus verb. Be out to win. So in this way you can use out, but always whenever you use out, make sure that it is followed by to plus verb. It can also be used to indicate present or future time. How? For example, I out to apologize to him means you want to apologize to someone. So in this way you can use this verb. Now next verb is used to. Used to indicates a discontinued habit. How discontinued habit? Supposingly, you kept on studying for 1 year and then later on you stopped studying for some competitive exam or something else. So, if somebody comes to your home and asks your mother, how is his study or her study going on? So, what your mother will reply? He or she used to study very well, but I don't know what has happened to him or her that they do not study at all now. So, it indicates discontinued habit, means you studied but now you are not doing it. So in that way, used to indicate means we used to go swimming in the evenings, means we went for swimming in the evenings but now we are not going. Now next verb is need. What does need denotes? Need denotes necessity or obligation. For example, we need to visit this place once, means it is a necessity or it is an obligation that at least once in a lifetime we need to visit that place. It is also commonly used in negatives and interrogatives. How? He need not give up his studies. So it is negative, not is used. Need as a finite verb means want or require. Means need can be also mean want or require. Means he does not need your money. He does not need your money means he does not require your money. But sometime when he is broke, he needs your money. So that time what is wanting? He is wanting your money. He needs your money. He wants your money. He does not need your money. He does not require your money. So in this way you can use need also. And the last verb for this chapter which we are going to learn is dare. Dare. Usually we use this word so many times. How dare you do that to me? You dare to touch my hair? In that way we use this word also very often. So dare actually means be bold enough to. It is commonly used in interrogatives and negative sentence. Like I just gave you an example. It is used in interrogative and negative. How dare you do that to me? That is a question. It is an interrogation, right? So it is used in that thing. And then don't you dare touch my hair. Do not dare to touch my hair, right? So not came. So it is a negative sentence. So in this way dare is used in two different forms. So these are actually primary and auxiliary verbs. I believe that you understood this chapter. Just go through this chapter once again. The exercises I'll be giving it to you through PDF, and if in any doubt we'll be having live session for sure, and in that you can prepare your questions and then I can sort it out for you. Till then, take care and have a good day.